Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela, aka Stitching Brit. I hope you are all well and have had lots of stitching time. I have got lots and lots to share with you today. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that commented on my last video about my disaster that I had with Pattern Keeper whilst I was working on one of my projects. Thank you so much to everybody. I mean, I'm really not very good with understanding technology and things like that. Like I said in my last video, I am an Apple girl through and through. So using a Android tablet for Pattern Keeper is really quite foreign to me. So thank you so much for all your help. The project I was working on when the disaster happened, I still need to upload into Pattern Keeper and manually input all of my progress. And I haven't done that yet, I'll be honest, because I've done over 20% on that project. Or no, nearly 20%, that was it, nearly 20%. So I just haven't started inputting that manually, but I have set myself a challenge to update Pattern Keeper with that chart by the end of May, because if I don't do it, it will just get left and left and left. And I really want to work on that project again. So yes, thank you so much, like I say, for all your hints and tips and help and support with it. So, like I say, lots to share with you today. I'm just looking at my notes because I've had to make so many notes about what I want to share with you. Obviously, like many of you, when I'm stitching, I like to watch Flosstube, and I found somebody new recently, Cross Stitch Bunny, and her channel is fabulous, so go check her out. I'll link her channel in the description box below. And she was talking about a few things that I really liked. I think it's in her latest video where she was talking about nudge frames, and I bought some. They are from Hobby Jobby. So these are, let me get them up that way. These are square frames that you can use, a bit like the hoops that we get, but these are square, and I thought these would work really well because I've got, for example, some dimensions kits, especially this small one for that. So I got the whole pink set, and I got a blue and a purple one. This one is 25 centimeters by 28, this blue one, and I got a purple one as well. So you've got all different sizes, and these, like I say, are from Hobby Jobby. And again, I will link Hobby Jobby in the description box below. But these are, I found that they're really good. They're really quite tight when you put the fabric on. And I know when I use a hoop, sometimes I have to keep pulling it tight. But these, I haven't found I needed to do that. And that's on a project that I will show you later today. So, apologies if you can hear something in the background. I've just realised I've left my automatic air fresheners out in the room. I normally move them, but I've left them out. Anyway, moving on. Also in her videos, she showed that she has stitched something called summer memory jars, and it just looks so amazing. And she is starting a SAL on the 9th of, no, the 1st of July. What am I talking about, the 9th? The 1st of July. And it's going to be the Christmas memory jars that she's going to start. And if anybody wants to join, you can join in. So I decided, I really loved the look of the summer one. So I decided I am going to join in with the Christmas ones. So this is a sort of image of what the Christmas ones will look like. And you can get this chart on, I believe I got it from Etsy. It's by Susan Bates, but I believe it was in an issue of Cross Stitcher magazine. But yeah, to show you that again, I know that it's not very clear, this printout, but they just look brilliant. And I think her plan is to start on the 1st of July, and then I think it's something like every 18 days, move on to the next jar. So it's all done ready by Christmas. Or early December anyway, so you can at least get it framed. So I'm going to be joining in with that SAL on the 1st of July, the Christmas memory jars. And I think the hashtag is just hashtag 9 jar SAL. But when I start this project, I will link the hashtag below. I'll make sure I get it right. But just to show you as well, I also brought the summer memory jars because I'm planning on stitching this one as well. This is what the summer one looks like. But you should really check out her channel to see what it looks like completed, because it really does look good. This picture doesn't do it any justice, really. It does look very, very good. So that's the two things that I got from her channel. And it's just great, isn't it, when you watch Flosstube and you pick up like some hints and tips and things from other people. So I also found, when I was buying these two charts, when I was looking at Susan Bates's cross stitch charts that she has, there were some seasonal window charts. Now, for a long time, I have been looking for some seasonal projects. I really quite like the idea of putting 4 seasonal projects onto one piece of fabric. And these ones really stuck out to me. These were 4 window designs, and I will put a picture of what they will look like. Again, the picture's not very clear, but you'll get a gist of the idea of how I want to do it. And the reason why I like the window designs is because I love looking out the window at the different seasons. I've got a window opposite me, and just looking out today, it's such a lovely summery, clear blue sky day. I think, in fact, it might actually be the hottest day of the year so far today. And I just thought this is really me looking out the window at different scenes or different seasons. So that's why I am going to stitch it. Now, my plan is to start this on the first day of one of the seasons. I'm not sure which season I'm going to pick first yet, and I'm not even sure which order I'm going to do it in yet. But I'm going to start it on the first season, and my plan is to get that particular part of the design done within that season, and then on the next first day of the season I'll start the next one. So the idea is I'll have all 4 pieces done within a year. Yeah. That's my aim. But if anybody would like to join me, please do, because like I say, it's they're really gorgeous charts, and I've not stitched Susan Bates before, but they really do look pretty, and I think these pictures don't do the actual images justice of how good it will look. So I'm in the throes of getting my Ada for it. I'm probably going to be stitching it on 20 count Ada and planning where each of the 4 goes. Now, each of the windows are slightly different sizes. They're slightly different stitch counts, so I need to really plan how I'm gonna lay it out. I'm not sure whether to have a sort of an autumn and a summer together, and then a winter and a spring, or whether to put autumn and winter together and then summer and spring together. I'm not really quite sure as yet, but I will work that out, and I will get that started at some point. Within this year, I will get that started, but I will keep you updated on that one. So I think it was a couple of videos ago, I told you that I was going to be making some changes to the way in which I chose my projects. And I told you that I've got an awful lot of Heaven and Earth designs, and the way in which I was going to choose my projects each month was that I was going to stitch on 10 projects per month, 5 of them being any Heaven and Earth design that's 10% or under, so that I can move those forward. 2 of them being 10%, between 10 and 20%. 2 of them being non-Heaven and Earth designs, and 1 of them being my one and only chart at the moment, my Ornament Healing Rose, that is over 20%. So you will see with my projects this time around that I've kind of threw that out the window this month. I will get to all 10, but whether or not I spend 3 days on them, I definitely won't now because of how I've done it already, but I will get to all 10 of them. So let's get started with what I've been stitching on. And the first thing I stitched on since my last video was my World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart. And this one is just the regular size. It's 750 by 542 stitches. So yeah, still very, very big. And this is, oh, and by the way, I will put in pictures of where I was before, just to show you. This is where I'm up to now. So I just started on this new diagonal here, and I'm just getting in a hot air balloon. But there's so many colour changes, which is why I love stitching it in the diagonal. You can see again here where I went a bit rogue. I am getting there with it. But I just love this design. And this is now 2.62%. And I stitched on it, well, I did 420 stitches. And what else can I tell you? Yeah, 20 count 2 over 1. Now this is on, I don't know if I can get it all in the frame. Just. So this is on a really big frame, and somebody in one of my last videos was asking me about my frame, and my boyfriend made me a stand that I stand this on when I stitch out of, like, I don't know what you call it. I probably should have asked him actually. Like, you know, the white plumbing tubing. I don't know what you call that. But anyway, that's what he made it out of. And I will link the video below of the video that I showed you, my stand that he made me. And he made this to the length I wanted him to. And he just got, there were these bits at the end are just, I don't know if you can see, it's like corner piping that he just glued together to that bit. And the rest is that white piping. And then I just got some of my Q-snap bars and just put them on it, and that's how we do it. I was thinking of putting this into a smaller frame, but this is already quite rolled as it is, so yes, I will just leave it as is. But it's absolutely fine working on it, and I don't have to hold it. It just sits in my stand and I just sew quite happily. So that's my frame really, and he can make any kind of size frame that I want him to make. I just give him the measurements of what I want and he just makes that. So that's how we do it. It's really easy. And this white plumbing piping is really quite cheap, he said. So yeah, but I will try and find out what the proper name of it is, and I might even put that in the description box below. So that was that one. Let me just put that over here out the way. So then after watching Cross Stitch Bunny and her talking about her SAL, I have got a project that I've had for over 20 years. It's my oldest whip now, and I decided enough was enough. This project just needs doing and just needs getting done. As much as it's not really my style now, I still want to get it done. I'm still quite enjoying stitching on it. It's not necessarily a project that I would choose now to stitch on, but that's not to say I don't enjoy stitching on it. And I know my mum would love having this up in her house when it's finished. And this is, it's a Disney year, around the year with Pooh. Sorry for the glare there. So that's what it will look like. This is, oh, it's designed by Debbie Minton for Designer Stitches. So I've left it purposely in my new Nurge frame so you can see. So this is where we're at now. And as you can see, it's really quite tight. I haven't done anything. I've had it in here for a few days. I know you're probably not supposed to keep them in there for what, you know, any length of time, but hey ho. And it still is really quite tight. So that's why I'm really quite pleased. And this is quite easy to hold. It's very lightweight. So anyway, I have been working on this one. I've given myself 3 weeks to do a month. And within that 3 weeks, if I finish this one in 3 weeks, then I will go back and fill in some of that just needs some black and back stitching, and that needs the back stitching finishing, that needs some back stitching and finishing. So my plan is to get this done, I think it's by the end of the year. I'm sure if I work that out correctly, to get it finished by the end of the year. Like I said, it just needs doing now. And yeah, it needs doing, washing, framing, everything else. So that's basically, now I don't have a travel piece. I have what I call an upstairs piece in my office because I have to watch some videos and things for my business, my online business. I watch some yeah, some videos and things. So I usually stitch on this whilst I do that, because I find that if I'm doing something while watching, I can take it in better. So this is what I call my upstairs piece. So like I say, this will hopefully get done with, each one will get done within 3 weeks. That's including the back stitching as well. So like I say, I want to go back and fill in all the back stitching on that. So I think I finished this bit and then I started on this one. So this one's April and they've got the umbrella on it. So that's that. Now this is stitched on 18 count Ada. This is what came with a kit when I got the kit, like I say, over 20 years ago now. So that's those two. So then my next project, and this is why I threw my plans for my projects out the window. So this is Mini Sunflower Cottage by Donna Gelsinger, and this one is a beautiful piece, really, really beautiful. I know a lot of people are stitching it. I think it was Emma X Stitching. She started a SAL with this one, and a lot of us started this. And I've done an awful lot on this one. So this is where I'm up to. And this one, I'm finally in some pinks, yay! So this is a lot of blue at the top. It's all 995 so far, I think, that I've done. I've done a little bit of some other colours, actually some other blues actually, but generally 995. So my plan is now to fill in this heart. And I was hoping to get this one to 10% because it was just going, I was just stitching it so quickly. Now I've done 1,736 stitches. I am at 8.84%, not quite at 10%. However, I've decided now to move on to another project. I definitely think next time I get this out, this will get to 10%. But I am really pleased at the progress. I think I've got about another page to go and then I'm at the end. So another half page on this page and then another half page and then that's it, and then I'm at the end of it and then it just goes down. So my plan will be to put this in a frame so it covers the whole kind of width of it eventually, and then I can just work my way down. This is 20 count Ada. It's non-gridded fabric. I really, really like this. I quite like the non-gridded fabric. I'm quite happy stitching on either gridded or non-gridded, and I quite like this white one. Many of you know I'm stitching on another Donna Gelsinger piece, Checking It Twice, which is like a pearlized fabric. It's like, yeah, pearlized. It's like pearlized fabric. And that's not as easy to stitch on. This would have been much better. And I've actually got quite a bit more of the pearlized fabric that I was going to do another project on, another Christmassy piece that I will start this Christmas. But I think actually I'm going to get some just normal white 20 count Ada for that, because this is much easier to see the holes. And I think that's one of the reasons why another reason why it's going so quickly, because yeah, it's really lovely fabric that I am stitching this on. So yes, don't think there's anything else I can say about that one really, other than I'm really loving it, really enjoying it, and I can see that this will get stitched up quite quickly when I put some time into it. But like I say, I've spent probably, I think, at least 5 days on it this month, so I really do want to move on to something else, and then when this gets called again, I can get this to 10%. So that is all of the stitching I've done since I last saw you. I've only stitched on 3 projects, but like I say, I've stitched on those 3 projects for quite a bit of time. Mainly my Winnie the Pooh piece and my Sunflower Cottage piece. So like I say, now I'm going to move on to some new projects. So I will look forward to showing you those next time. So take care, stay safe, and happy stitching. Bye for now.